I'm going to give the pick like a B minus. I give the pick an 81, maybe. 83. A low B minus. LeBron dealt with the Cavs for 7 years. And once he had control, once he was a free agent, he left. He said, I'm out. And when you look at it, Brady gets weapons. Scotty Miller has done a pretty good job recently. AB, Chris Godwin, Mike Evans. Breeze gets weapons. Michael Thomas, Alvin Kamara. The Packers have to go all in. And honestly, they don't have to do that much to go all in. They already have a great ride. They already have a great wideout. They have a great tight end. They have a great O-line. They got a good running back. I think A.J. Dillon's pretty good. They got to get a slot receiver and an edge rusher. That's what they need. But go all in on that. Alright, so Watson's agent denied rumors that Watson will not play for the Texans if he's not traded. So if basically what we're saying here is if the Texans don't trade Watson, the rumor was if the Texans don't trade Watson, he won't play. That I always figured that would be a lie. I mean, he's gonna play. He's just I don't think he's gonna do what James Harden did. I don't think he will. I sure hope he won't, because I mean that was a very crappy thing to do. But we'll see what happens. Alright, so Beal apparently says he does not want a trade from the Wizards. He said he's frustrated and confused with why people are saying he shouldn't for staying with the Wizards. I understand why he's staying with the Wizards. I do. Here's a sentence that I don't know who said this, but I heard it somewhere. Some people are talented and not aspirational, and some people are aspirational without being talented. Beal is talented. Incredibly talented. It's rare to be a Kobe, LeBron, or Brady. Kobe, LeBron, and Brady are both aspirational and talented. Maybe he's just talented. I understand that. The way the NBA works is you need a superstar to win. So, I mean, Beal is probably just talented. Stafford is just talented. He's not aspirational. He's not like, okay, I need to win. He stayed in Detroit for 12 years. Detroit is the saddest franchise ever. No question. Browns are a better franchise than them. At least the Browns have a dynasty. The 50s Browns were a dynasty. The Lions have nothing. Who do they have? Barry Sanders and Calvin Johnson. Those are the people they're proud of. I mean, those, I don't know. So, alright. 34 minutes. I think we're winding down a bit here. But, alright. So, Brady says he will definitely consider playing until 45. As I said earlier, this is not going to be Brady's last year. He signed a 2-year deal. He's got next year, and then he has another deal coming, I bet. I bet he signs another deal. I bet next year, at the age of 44, he signs another deal. It could be 1 year, 2 year, however long he thinks he can play. We have the media. I'm not really in the media yet. I'm not going to say I am. Because, I mean, I'm young. I'm not like this professional broadcaster. But the media has an obsession, and I do too, of asking Brady when he'll retire. It's tough to go back to And honestly, like, he's in Tampa Bay, he looks good. He actually looks like he's getting younger by the second. When you go to a cold place, or when you live in a cold place for a while and then go to a warm place, you can't go back to the cold place again. I mean, you're like, all right, I'm in a warm place. This is comfortable. He's not going back there. If he wins, the headlines will be insane. But like I said, I feel like it's a perfect ending if he wins. It's the most Brady ending ever. He overcomes all the odds by people counting him out. And wins the Super Bowl. That is the most Brady way of going out. You gotta do that. You know, and people like him and LeBron are outliers, but they're like, I'm fun, I'm getting money, we're winning. And honestly, due to the nutrition and like the sports nutritionists out there, you know, today, I mean, it's like, again, outliers, Brady and LeBron. 36 is 31 and 43 is 38 due to the nutrition. But, for Brady and LeBron, I'd say 36 is like 28 and 43 is like 32. Whoa, that's a stretch. 43 is like 34 for Brady. Alright, so Gronkowski says that Travis Kelce is the best player on the Chiefs. And honestly, like, for the grown-ups listening to this, you know, because I really have only grown up watching Kelce. Kelce was always talented since 2014 when I started watching. The talented tight ends I grew up watching Gronk. I did. Gronk, Kelce, Kittle. I saw the end of Antonio Gates' career. But for the older people, you know, he's just impossible to guard. You know, I think the older people watching this, I don't know who you watched. I know I came up with 3 older tight ends. You watched, I feel like you guys watched, like, anyone over 40 watched Dave Casper or Kellen Winslow. Ozzie Newsome I thought was a bit of a stretch. But those are, like, 3 dominant tight ends that you watched that were, like, impossible to guard. I watched Gronkowski. He was fast. He was athletic. He could block. You know, this is what Travis Kelce is. The Browns have 2 good tight ends, Njoku and Hooper. You know, tight ends are becoming more important. I never would have thought of that, ever. So I got my, like, last topic right now. You know what? I'm going to do the Arendo trade. I'll do the Arendo trade. I don't know what the hell happens. But, hell was that? Alright, sorry. So I'll do the Arendo trade. But here, Kyler Murray said that the Cardinals have been too inconsistent this year. They were too inconsistent. You never knew which team you were going to get. He was better this year than he was last year. Let's just clear that up. He was better this year than last year, which is good. He was Offensive Rookie of the Year last year, obviously. He's playing in a rough division. I couldn't imagine playing Sean McVay, Pete Carroll, Kyle Shanahan twice a year. With any team. Honestly, if Kyle Shanahan, Pete Carroll, and Sean McVay coach any team, that's a good team. I could not imagine playing them 6 times a year. For as far as Kingsbury goes, I don't think, give him one more year. One more year of Kingsbury. We are impatient with a lot of things, I feel like, lately. Like Tua, calm down. He's a rookie. Just because people like Herbert saying, oh, Herbert and Burrow did it. That's like saying, oh, LeBron and Brady made 10 finals. Why can't Harden? Slow down. Whoa. Alright, he's a rookie. The year 1 to year 2 jump is massive. That's something you really gotta look at. I mean, the Cardinals have the QB they need. So let's just wait. It's like an Anthony Lynn situation. You got the QB, you have some spots that are good, have some pieces. So I mean, and it's a rough go. They are almost, I'd say they're guaranteed at least 4 or 5 losses a year in that division. I think they lose to the Niners twice. I think they split it with Seattle and maybe split it with the Rams. So that's a guaranteed 4 or 5 losses already. It's a rough go, especially since the Rams have Stafford now. They're getting better. I think if you get if you go 8-8 with Kingsbury, he stays. Kingsbury, does he have a losing record or I think he has a winning record? I don't know. He's got like 500 almost. It's like awkward situation. But go 8-8 with him. I think you keep him. The Cardinals are going to be surging. They will. They absolutely will. So, the Nolan Orlando trade. He said he wanted out. They're not rebuilding. He said, I'm aware this is not a popular decision, but I promise it was not made with haste. This brings closure to something we've been dealing with for over a year. So they signed Orlando to an 8-year, $260 million extension in 2019. And there were 2 factors. One was Orlando's desire to move on. Another was Orlando impending to opt out after the season. I mean, I think despite trading Orlando, they don't believe the team. They don't believe the team's rebuilding. They said they understand the fan base being upset. I understand that as well, but I mean, with Orlando gone, I mean, he's set to become a free agent at the end of the season. British expects. You know, Orlando. Where they trade him to? The Cardinals, I believe. He went to the Cardinals, right? Yeah, he went to the Cardinals. Okay, so all right. So for 4 prospects, I mean, this is like they traded him for 4 prospects. This is not an even trade here. I think actually, how old is Orlando? 29. Yeah, I mean, I think the Cardinals won this easily. Now let's do something on. I really wanted to cover the. I really wanted to cover the Pedroia retirement thing. I mean, he was as much of a Yankee fan as I am. I mean, I think he was a great player. So hold on, here we go. Here's what I wrote about it. He last appeared in a game in 2019. He's so much more than his MVP award, his All-Star selections, and his 17-year career. Honestly, he had a grit. He was named the Rookie of the Year, 317 batting average with 8 home runs and 7 stolen bases. Then he won MVP the next year. He was this great player. So, I mean, he's still owed $13.3 million for the upcoming season, which will. I mean, he's living in luxury here. Ortiz